Okay.
Oddly enough, one of the houses is also labeled number 6.
Oh. Well, if I'm number 6, and the house is number 6, let's go see what that's about.
When you get close to a door, it opens automatically. Kind of a quasi-futuristic method.
I like this. All right, I'll go inside.
Cool. Inside they have it's like a black jacket with a number 6. More importantly, they have showers and stuff like that.
I'll put it on immediately. Black, yes.
Well, they have showers.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll shower first.
Very modern bathroom type thing. And after you get out of the shower, while you're dressing in black slacks, soft shoes, like tennis shoes, but kind of different looking, kind of like somebody said, I want something that feels like a tennis shoe, but looks like a dress shoe.
Yeah.
And while you're doing that, a radio thing in the room says, excuse me, number 6, if you could come over to the Green Dome after you're done dressing, I'd love to have tea with you. That will be all.
Can you hear me? Hello? No? Alright. One way communication. Are there any cameras around?
If there are, they seem to be fairly well hidden. A little bit more on the general stuff here. The thing that's called the free sea is not actually a sea. It's like a not very deep pool, like knee-deep pool that has like a large cement area around it, so you can wander around it if you felt like it. That's close to where the chess lawn thing is. Let's see, they have a helicopter landing pad. You've already seen the hospital. There's numerous kiosks scattered around the village. All of them are decked with brightly striped awnings or bright plastic covers. Labor exchange area, old folks home, something called the Palace of Fun. There's a phone box, like with the telephone in it. A recreation hall, generically named repair shop, town hall, and so.
And I'm assuming I'm over here. Right.
Hold on a second. Let me. I'm not sure how you're doing that, but yes.
There's a button under the magnifying glass. If you click and drag, and you can point at stuff.
Cool. Yeah, you're at number 6 private right now.
Okay.
Near the gentleman's door.
Where did he want me to go again?
Give me a memory roll. You can't remember exactly what he said. Also, it's kind of a weird retro quasi-futuristic motif in here. If you want to give me a history roll, I'll tell you the time period. You remember it's called the Green Dome, which actually is not very far away from you.
No idea.
Anything pre-internet is pretty much old-fashioned shit you try to ignore. It's better that way. Yeah. So
I'll go over to the Green Dome, I suppose.
Excellent. A little bit of description on the Green Dome.
Where is that on the map? Is it on the map at all?
It's really close. It's like an inch away from where you're at.
Oh, right. Yeah. So it's like this little thing.
Micro. It doesn't make the boop for me. Yeah, it's real. It's northeast of where you're at.
Oh, northeast. Okay.
This
thing. I see it. Okay.
Cool. The Green Dome itself, you head over there. It's got it's a big official looking building. It's got a green dome. It looks like it has like old fashioned doors and such. And 3 steps up, big double white doors with ornate door handles. You don't know anything about history, so I'm not going to tell you what kind. And when you get to the door, there's this midget butler guy who's like mostly bald. He's got a little bit of hair and a comb over and such. He opens the door for you and stands aside and bows.
Oh, thank you. I'm assuming now. Do I see because on the map it says number 92's residence. Do I see that, or do I know that?
Number two's residence. It does say
number
number
two.
two's residence on a little plate outside.
So I asked the butler. So number 2 wants to see me, I'm assuming.
He gestures on in type thing, like
Okay.
please come in, but he doesn't say anything.
I'll go in then.
He closes the door behind you and then leads you in to a big dome room. And sitting in the middle of it in one of those kind of dome chairs, with the rounded backs and stuff that they made in the old days, is some other guy. And he says, number 6, please come in.
Hello, number.
Yeah, he's wearing
number 2, I'm assuming. Okay. Yeah, I'll sit down.
Mm-hmm. Tea for 2, please, he tells the butler, who bows to him and leaves. So, what
Well, you must be number 2, I'm assuming.
I am.
Nice little place you have here.
Thank you, number 6.
I like the
hope
decor.
you enjoy your new home.
Well, I mean, I'm just visiting.
Of course you are, he says, chuckling. You see the butler's pushing in a cart that looks like a full tea service, but it is one of those kind of carts that has the big white cloth that covers it. So you could theoretically hide under the white cloth and go, ha, 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 and jump out at people.
Okay.
He pushes milk, sugar, says the number 2.
Just some milk.
He seems to be a middle-aged man who has like sandy brown hair, kind of the brownish blondish type hair. Give me an empathy on him.
Empathy.
No. He seems nice.
Great.
We'll pour the tea. Thank you very much, he tells the butler. I'm
going to wait for him to drink his first before I drink mine.
Yes, he eventually says, cheers, and he sips on his tea.
Yeah, I'll take a sip as well.
Okay. You guys are sitting around sipping tea. It's pretty good. Give me an alcohol/drug tolerance roll.
Oh, I knew that was going to happen.
If it's bad, it hasn't kicked in quite yet, but we know you failed, so that's the important part.
Fair enough. So, let me ask you something. Am I the first number 6 to be here?
Questions are a burden to others, and answers are a prison for oneself, number 6.
Right, of course they are.
But I do get to ask questions because we want information from you.
I'm listening.
I like that kind of attitude. Crepe, he says.
No, I'm alright for now. Just some more tea. Cool. No, I'm alright.
Very well. We wish to know about the dossier.
The dossier? You mean from the hospital?
He says, very, very droll. No, you know well which dossier we're referring to. Of course, I can understand why you would be cagey about such a thing. It is considered high treason to betray one's country in such a manner.
Remind me just, for security purposes, what the dossier is?
You're trying to play cagey, but we'll get it out of you by hook or by crook, number 6. You have been naughty, making that knock list.
Knock list.
Now, I'm really growing quite tired, he says, putting down his teacup just a tad bit more forcefully than he has to. You're playing games with me.
I'm really not. If you just explain what it is you're after, perhaps I can help.
We know that you have a list of all of the Soviet assets.
Oh, fuck me, okay.
We want that list. He pulls out a file and looks at it, flips it open. Spot hidden, full.
Okay. Spot hidden. Oh, no idea.
You thought there's a picture in there that looked familiar, and he's flipping past pages and such.
Is that something I can have a look at, number 2? Perhaps I can shed some insight to what you're after.
He flips back, takes out the picture and holds it up, and says, I think we have all of your information already. You look in horror at a picture of you dressed in your normal black clothes and such like.
Oh my goodness.
He puts it
And
back.
it looks just like me.
It is totally you. And he says, I believe that we have everything we need to get what we need out of you. It will only be a matter of time before you crack number 6.
Would you believe me if I told you I had a doppelganger?
Your knowledge of German folklore will not save you, number 6.
No, I mean a twin.
I know what a doppelganger is. He steeples his fingers and looks at you over them. Number 6, for being quite tiresome. Simply tell us where you've hidden the knock list, and this can all be put behind me. And you, of course. Empathy roll.
Alright, empathy. I swear I better not fucking... Oh, okay.
Well, it's kind of a good news, bad news thing. They're planning on killing you when you give them the knock list, you're pretty sure. But the good news is you don't know where it is because you've never heard of it. You may not even know in real life what a knock list is. So it's a good news, bad news thing.
Alright, well, I need some time to,
have your mind slowly broken down. Yes.
No, I'll give you the knock list, but there are some people I need to contact to organize the...
We're well past contacting anybody in the outside world. Number 6, you will find that contacting anybody from the village is quite impossible, as is escape. I'll give you a few days to contemplate your new reality, number 6. Thank you for the tea. It was lovely. That will be all.
Okay. So I guess, does it gesture for me to leave, or?
You're pretty sure that, yeah, you should put down your tea and go bye-bye now.
I'm gonna go leave for now.
All right. You exit.
Okay.
As you're doing so, the butler comes back in to guide you out, and you see that in the big circular room, his big circular chair goes, and goes underground, and then the big thing goes. The butler guides you out of the Green Dome residence. You have no idea what the fuck is going on with this. The butler closes the door behind you.
Okay.
You're starting to think of how friendly the asylum was.
Yeah, that was a nice place.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. Not really, but.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no one's obviously no cleanse that I can see
No.
clearly. How the hell do I leave? Okay. Right.
Welcome to Happy Fun Time.
Mm. Alright. Is there a light? No, there's no library around. Mm. I need to find out what a knock list is. Because if I knew that at least, it might help with something.
Oh, by the way, take a card. I forgot to mention he has one of those weird bicycles that you've seen the emblem of. Actually, the actual kind of bicycle, though, leaning up against the wall in the room thing that he was in, just over there type thing.
Oh, okay.
It looks super uncomfortable to fucking try to ride, if you know what I mean. It's one of those stupid old-fashioned bicycles where it's like, I want to be super high up and in a very precarious position while I attempt to pedal my happy ass around, that kind of bike.
Well, there is a helicopter landing pad,
There is.
but there's no helicopter.
Right now, there is not. Do you know how to fly a helicopter?
No.
Awkward. Awkward. Well, I'm sure you could crash into buildings and explode as well as anyone.
Mm.
Yes, I've actually flown a real life Cessna, and a helicopter is tricky, and I would not want to fucking take off or land in any of that shit.
Alright, well, I'm going to go back to my quote-unquote house.
No problem. You go back there and uh, people nod at you and whatnot as you go by. They seem, give me an empathy roll on the people in general.
Nope, no idea.
They seem nice. What a friendly world you live in. You think happily as you go home.
How big is the house? What's in it? Any other rooms?
Mm-hmm. It's a fairly small home. It's got it's kind of a one-room apartment, but it has also a bathroom. But it's a fairly generous floor plan, and it's got all the usual shit: kitchen, um, bedroom, or bed, all that kind of closets, stuff like that.
Okay.
A lot of this weird, not architecture, weird furniture and stuff that's all from a certain time period that you don't know about, pre-internet. And
Yeah, probably.
oh, it definitely is pre-internet.
Well, if they're talking about the Soviets and stuff, it might be like World War One, World War One, World War Two era, maybe is
Maybe.
my guess. But I don't know. Did they have? No, of course they had helicopters in World War One and Two. Pretty sure they did. Yeah.
There's also cupboards in the kitchen.
Sure. I'll just have a. Basically, I'll spend half an hour just looking through cupboards, drawers, basically the house and see what's in there.
As,
Spaghetti.
you,
Oh, okay.
as you can see from the picture next to the map, even the shit in the cupboards doesn't fucking tell you much. It's got a picture of the fucking weird looking bicycle thing, and that says Village Foods or Peas or Spaghetti, and it doesn't even have a brand name, ingredients, nothing like that. It's just, Village Food, whatever the fuck is in the can for some reason.
Okay.
You do also, by looking around, find a newspaper It's called the Tally Ho. It doesn't tell you the date. It doesn't give any useful information. It's like who won the last chess match type thing. Um, some lady got a small award of something called points, uh, which isn't explained, for knitting competition. One of the old folks' homes ladies and stuff. Just the most banal fucking news you could come up with. Um,
Okay.
It also the tally ho says we have just had new arrival number 6. It will be staying at the number 6 home. Please join us at the tally ho in welcoming and making the rest of their lives happy ones, or the rest of his life a happy one.
Oh, I need to leave. I need to leave. I need to leave. I need
It's
to
so
leave.
ominous. Oh God.
All right. So surrounding area, sea and mountains that I pretty much can't get over unless I'm a ridiculously skilled mountain climber. I'm
Um,
assuming.
yeah, for you, anything dealing with the mountains is pretty much going to start doing with survival rolls and shit. So you'll
Yeah.
die horribly there.
Yeah.
Um, you everything you need's on the map, so enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah. I can tell.
Uh,
Okay.
what a good time.
Surrounded by mountains and the sea. Well, how do people, besides the helicopter, they need resources from somewhere? Um, is there a dock or
Nope.
something? Ships? No? Huh. So how do they come and go then? That's my kind of thinking. Must be the helicopter, but
It'd be hard to bring in enough food because the
yeah,
helicopter pad doesn't look like a big one. It looks like for small choppers, but it'd be hard to get enough food in that way.
that's what I'm trying to figure out. So is this looking on the map?
Hmm.
Um, let me just. Is this a road? Is that?
No, that's well, it is a road, but it doesn't. You wander off to go check it out. It
Yeah.
doesn't really go that far. It goes to like different nature places and stuff, and they've got various statues and stuff that are kind of dotted here and there. Give me a spot hidden roll. You'll make some rolls eventually, sir. They'll be fun.
Yeah, eventually.
Hey, one of the statues when you were walking by went, and you're like, God damn it. So the statues are keeping an eye on you. They seem to be like maybe the kind that have cameras hidden inside of them and can move their heads
It's
around and shit.
how scattered around are they? Are they basically everywhere or?
There are lapses in their coverage and stuff, but they're the closer you get to, like the further out of town you get, there seem to be a few more, but it might be possible to elude them and stuff.
Hmm. Okay. Let's
Eventually, it goes to mountains and stuff and back to
yeah, I'm
for
assuming
you.
mountains. Huh. Well, I need to figure out how they get food, resources, stuff like that.
Great
Because
question.
how big is the town, roughly speaking?
Not all that big. You can see on the actual pictures of the town, it's pretty close in together and stuff. I would
Yeah.
guess that there's probably like a couple hundred people here tops. So village.
Is there farms, nothing where they can grow
No, no,
food?
no. You didn't even have any tools in your home. That's how bad it is. And the yeah.
Okay. Let me go to the let's see. let's check out the general store. See what we
Excellent.
got.
Hold on, let me find the. I love the general store guy. He is awesome. Hold on, I think. Hold on a second. I can't. Oh, wait, maybe it's in. No. Ah, there it is. There it is. Move that over here. Okay. There we are. Okay. Let me drag you over to this and show you some more pictures of the people. I'm changing the appearance of the number 2 because I fucked up. Take card for Logan fucking up. Black hair and beard. That's the guy. There's the butler, the guy you had tea with. Number 2's door for some reason. When you went in to visit number 2, that's the area he sits in. Oh. But of course, I can't find the guy I was originally looking for, which is the storekeeper. He's wearing one of those hats that are like the straw hats that have like the cylinder in the middle and then the straw brim around it.
Oh, samurai jet style. Okay.
I don't know who he is.
Don't worry. I
Cool.
know what you mean.
Excellent. And he says, hello. Seems like one
Hello.
of those gruff, red-faced individuals who is perpetually a butcher. And if he was to be reincarnated tomorrow, he'd probably be a butcher.
Fair enough. Um, what is in the general store? What kind of stuff? Just
Food,
general stuff.
stuff like that. He sells maps.
Oh,
And
maps.
yes,
Mm.
and let me see what else. I think I've got a small list of general store stuff. Nothing. Doesn't seem to sell a lot of useful stuff. You look at the maps; they are the exact same map as what you have on the handout thing. It only shows the fucking village. You're like, really?
Okay.
And there's even a sign up that says a still tongue is a happy life. They sell some clothing and such, but it's more like along the lines of if you need another scarf or something like that. Yeah.
All right. I'll go up to them and say food's pretty good.
Yes, sir. Unless you're eating at the cafe. The cafe is very nice as well.
Oh yeah, I've been there. It's not too bad.
Yes. What can I get you here, sir? He holds up a can of spaghetti. Spaghetti?
Don't suppose you've had any imports of escargot lately?
Oh, and he holds up a tin that says Village Escargot. There you are, sir.
Ah, yes. You have this.
It's so frustrating.
Thank you. Do you have any? Trying to think of something really obscure.
Mhm.
Um, most obscure thing. Do you have any bull's testicles?
Fresh out, sir.
Don't suppose you know what? Don't suppose you know when you'll be getting some more? I'd really like some.
I'll make a note of it, sir. Will you be taking the escargot?
You know what? I'm really in the mood for bowls.
I'm not sure when we'll get it, sir. Maybe in a few days, maybe later.
Is there anything I can do to help you get this a bit faster?
Not that I'm aware of, sir.
Hmm.
Perhaps a snow globe to play with while you're waiting.
No worries then. Well, if
We
you
have
do change, if you do get any fresh bowls that I can eat, just let me know, yeah?
Of course. Uh, we have many other things here if you'd like anything.
No, just bowls.
Very good, sir.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm gonna leave the store for now.
Be
Let's
seeing
go
you,
over.
he says, in the creepiest possible fashion as you're leaving.
I just smile and carry on walking.
Oh, it's so creepy. You're thinking, no problem. You escape the general store with your life.
Kind of tap my chin. I'm gonna go check out the helicopter landing pad.
It's a big concrete pad that apparently some sort of helicopter could land here. It has an H on it and everything.
Are there any skid marks or signs that it's been used recently?
They don't really have wheels to skid with, but
Yeah, I'm just
there's
yeah.
marks like maybe metal struts have scraped a bit on the concrete. So when that happened, though, unfortunately, is pretty much impossible to tell. It could have been a year ago, could have been yesterday,
Hmm.
but it does look like it's been used regularly, heavily at some point in history. Possibly before the internet. You're not sure. Everything seems to be before the internet. Why? Why does anybody care about what happened before the internet? Nothing good happened, then you're pretty sure. They had
Yeah.
a couple. They had a bunch of wars, and stuff.
All right, I'm gonna go to a cafe
No
and
problem. It's
yeah.
a nice cafe. There's a lot of people in different brightly colored garb and stuff. They smile pleasantly at you. Empathy roll.
I'm pretty sure they're not smiling warmly, but okay.
Mm. There's outdoor seating as well. They seem nice. Everybody seems nice here. Maybe you should live here. Fuck.
No. All right, I'm gonna just
So many blown rolls. It's awesome.
I'll take a seat
All
and
right. Waiter comes over. Hello, number 6. What can I get for you?
what kind of roll do I need to make to know of the most expensive or delicacy like coffees?
Oh, that
Uh,
would be an etiquette roll.
etiquette, okay.
Yes.
Let's roll etiquette. Something I'm decent at.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. So I want to be like,
They have some sort of coffee bean that's eaten by a certain kind of bat. I can't remember what it's called. And then the bat shits it out. People go through their shit by hand, collecting up the beans, and then they um, clean them up, sell them, and it's supposed to make super good coffee.
I want to ask for that coffee if they have any.
And let me see what he says. He says, this is the first roll I've made all session. I just want to point out. He says, we've just run out of that, sir. Can I
That's
interest you
fun.
in a Cafe Vienna, sir?
Sure, why not? By the way,
Great.
When do you normally get your coffee shipments?
Deliveries are regular, sir.
So
Excuse me.
every day, every other day?
Questions are a burden to others, and answers are a prison
Yes,
to
yes, yes.
oneself, sir. He goes off to get your coffee. He comes back. Just sign your number for this, please, he says, holding out a pad.
All right, sign number 6.
He thanks you and buggers off. You've got a cup of coffee now. Great.
I'm not drinking
No
that.
internet, no Wi-Fi, just a cup of coffee.
Not gonna drink that coffee.
Really?
Nah,
It smells good.
nope, not on Justice List.
No
Nope,
problem.
I'm
Other
good.
people are all drinking their coffees, just so you know.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. Uh, is this an open cafe or an indoor cafe?
You can sit either outdoors or indoors. Right now, you're outside, as far as I know.
Okay, I'll just like spill it into. Maybe there's like a pot plant or something. Just pour it into that if there's one.
Done. All right.
Cool.
Haha.
And then I'll just take my leave. I did notice on the map there was a lighthouse, and next to it there were caves.
Uh-huh.
First thing I want to check out is the lighthouse.
All right. So you head over to the lighthouse. It seems that it's locked up. It's got large padlocks on the outside. It's a pity you haven't got any lockpicks with you.
Nah.
You glare at the padlock.
How sturdy does it look?
It looks pretty. It's a big fucking lock ready to keep the determined people out for sure.
Um, any statues slash cameras around staring at me?
No, no.
What if I grab a rock and just try and smash it open?
Sure. Give me a strength and a quarter roll to hulk it open with a rock that you found.
Alright,
You say angrily. Die, lock, die.
nah,
You
not gonna
you
work.
think it's weakening. If you were to keep this up long enough, maybe.
How tall is the lighthouse? Roughly.
Maybe 3 or 4 stories. It's about as tall as the bell tower thing that I'd mentioned earlier.
Alright, no, I'm gonna stop this. I wanna go to the bell tower instead.
Yeah. Shit.
Basically, I wanna have a look at the town slash area from above.
Okay.
See what I
Sure.
see.
You climb up to the. Hold on a minute. Let me grab the thing I dropped because I'm fucking failing my dex roll. Give me a dex roll plus 30. Fumble. You knock over shit and blow up your computer. God damn it. Right. The bell tower rises up above most of the other buildings in the village, standing near the sea. Second level opens up into a balcony that overhangs the sea. The highest of the 4 levels is where the bells ring. Give me a spot hidden. If you make the spot hidden, give me a mechanical repair roll.
Like the one thing I'm bad at. No!
Fumble. All right. It appears that, I mean, you're not actually monkeying with anything. You're just looking at
No.
shit. So
Yeah.
you're not going to blow yourself up or anything. It looks like there's stuff here. The other stuff maybe goes with or something, but you don't have any understanding of what it is. It's not electronic. Or, well, there are
Yeah.
plugs and stuff up here, though, so you can definitely charge your laptop from up here if you had your laptop, which you're missing, and going through internet withdrawal symptoms,
Yep, pretty much.
and you haven't had a
Um,
coffee.
what do I see from the... Do I see anything different from the
Nope.
very top?
Nope.
Nothing. Okay. I'm gonna go to the general store real quick and
Sure.
see if there's a torch or flashlight I can borrow.
Yes. He has you sign your number for it.
Okay, I'll sign it. Number 6.
Mm-hmm. He
Okay,
thanks
I'll
you.
grab a torch.
Yeah, it's a pretty reasonable torch.
Um, what else would I need? Anything I can use as a makeshift weapon at all. Besides the torch, obviously
Oh,
I can use that.
you knew what the answer was going to be. Take a card. I was going to say you got a torch. It's got a little bit of heft to it. Why not? Fuck it. Yeah, there's not a lot in the way of weapons around. I mean, your kitchen has a knife holder and no knives. I mean, it's they're just really rubbing it in. It is starting to get dark out. You're hungry and thirsty, and it is starting to get toward evening.
I'm gonna go back to my house, quote unquote.
When you get
And
close, the door goes and opens for you, and the lights come on inside.
mm, I have a quick bite to eat and drink.
Sure, you've got some food in your kitchen and stuff. It's in the various cans that village peas, village spaghetti, whatever
Yeah.
kind of stuff like that. Yeah, you give me a cooking roll because I'm guessing you're going to burn down this place. Burn
Oh,
it.
that would be something.
That would be fucked up. Yeah.
Okay.
They have no microwave here either. You don't know how anybody can live.
I'll like to discard this real quick. Why can't I? It's not letting me move the cards
Really?
to the thing. Oh, I know why it's okay. Hold on.
Don't confuse Logan. Don't panic,
Alright, there we
Logan.
go.
All right.
I'll just put that there. Okay, so cooking. When
Oh,
when
fuck.
has that ever gone wrong?
Perfect. Right. The
I
flame
hate my life.
crawling up the wall. You realize you shouldn't have listened to the leprechaun who told you to light fires as your building begins burning.
Uh,
It appears that
no,
the
no.
fire is well out of control.
Let me
Fortunately,
reroll. I'm not.
what?
I
But
can't. Not
it's
again.
almost your shtick at this point.
Alright,
Okay,
just a
just a
fail.
fail. No problem. You eat your burned, shitty food. You drink your shitty drinks. You hate life, but you're super tired. You've had a rough day, been crawling out windows, nearly falling nearly to your death, etc.
Um, before
And
I go to bed,
mhm.
can I do anything? I want to see how those doors and lights work.
Excellent. Give me a electronics roll.
Electronic. Oh, no idea.
Magic.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, magic. Uh, what happens if I try to cast a spell?
At this point, Freddy completely remembers. Hey, wait, I have spells and shit. I forgot. I've been panicking this whole time. Yeah,
Um, okay, let me try and cast to see if it works at all of this. Like,
sure. Go ahead and give me a willpower times 3 to use magic.
okay, we'll power times 3.
It appears it's hard, but not impossible. Except maybe for you. I don't know. Mister, I like to cook.
Oh, cool.
Hmm. Sure, where are you casting?
Um, I'm gonna cast on. Let me just find the name
There's
of it.
also a big TV screen looking thing, flat screen on the wall.
Oh, interesting.
No,
Um,
no control to turn it on, but hmm.
hmm, I'll just cast like just something. Doesn't really matter right now. Uh, just do this one. No, whatever. It's fine. Alright, well, spells do work. I'm just really bad at them.
You're worried you might be dead.
Alright, well, there is a TV. Well, is there a button on the TV I can
No,
press?
there's no control for it. There's no way to turn it on as far as you know.
If I touch it.
It resists your charm?
Alright. How about, TV on? No? Nothing? Alright. Well, if I'm that tired that I can't stay up,
You've had a rough day, dude.
Yeah, I'll go to bed for now.
No problem. You go to bed and give me a willpower roll. Lower is better. Maybe the poisons have finally kicked in, you think happily.
Oh my goodness.
Perfect. You know that sleep paralysis thing you get?
Yeah.
When you're kind of awake, but you're paralyzed and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you got that and you're laying there and you've got this like lamp thing near you that's got like the big cover thing on it, and it kind of goes and moves over above your face and slowly lowers to just over your face, and then different color lights begin flashing in weird sequences and stuff. And you're not sure if this is just a really fucked up dream or if it's really happening. And you can feel it beginning to work on your mind. And you can start to feel your willpower starting to slip away.
Oh crap.
Cut to morning. You wake up. You look
Do I find the
suspiciously.
lamp?
Oh yeah, it's over there where it should be. Just where you left it before going to bed. It could actually like extend to over here, but why would it?
I'm gonna examine it.
Give me an electronics roll at well, first give me a spot hidden roll. Let's see how well you make that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Spine. Black hole.
This is not an ordinary lamp. Give me an electronics roll.
I figured as much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
You have no idea what makes it special, but there's some other weird shit up with it.
Is it connected to anything?
Oh yeah, it's connected to the wall. It goes right
I
into the
unplug
wall.
it. I unplug it.
Okay.
And how big is it?
About face size. I mean, it's about it's big around, easy enough to fit right over your face perfectly.
Face size, okay.
It's such an evil place.
I don't like this place. I'm assuming there's knives and stuff in the kitchen.
No, there's, as I said before, there's a knife holder with no knives in it, just because dicks.
Okay, spoons, forks.
There's spoons and forks. The forks are carefully blunted.
Can I use the fork to cut the plug cable off, basically, from the lamp?
Unfortunately, the plug thing seems a lot more sturdy than something like, say, spaghetti. So it's not really working very well.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, you could just yank it out of the thing or whatever if you felt like it.
Yeah, well, I'll do that.
Give me a strength roll full. This is for hilarity.
Made it.
Yank that fucker on out. Yeah. Who's the boss now? Ha ha ha.
I'm gonna leave it in the bathroom. No, in the kitchen.
Right.
In fact, no, I'll leave it outside. I don't want it in my house.
Okay. You head outside and set it there. You see one of those brightly colored cars heading your direction that says repair on the side.
I'm gonna hide the lamp
Okay,
in
no
the bush
problem.
or something. Put it in the bush or something. Yeah.
You stick it in the bush. Ha ha.
I'm gonna watch the car. Is it coming this
Hold
way
up.
or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Right towards
Okay.
your house.
All right. Just gonna stand there.
Guy get stops in front of your house and looks at you.
Hello.
Hello, number 6.
Hi.
He,
I just stare at him.
he sits there in his car thing and stares at you.
A lot of work today then, or
Some.
yeah. Um.
You're doing this weird standoff with the guy who's perfectly comfortable because he's got a chair to sit in the car. He just smiles as he looks at you, knowing
What
it's
is
only
what?
a matter of time.
What equipment does he have on him
um,
or in the car?
he's got 2 large covered toolbox things.
Okay. Anything lamp sized.
Oh yeah, suspiciously lamp sized on one of them.
So do you want to come in or?
Oh wait,
Oh, okay. Just gonna stand there for a sec.
sure.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna curiously examine the car toolboxes. Just
He's
stare at them
looking.
for that.
He's no problem. They're closed and such. You can't really tell what's in there unless you open them up. He's looking at the bush that you got hidden the lamp in. He looks at you like, really?
So the lamp kind of frazzled out last night.
We'll take care of it, sir.
Sure. Do you need any help with that? I'm pretty handy.
Not at all.
I mean, you deserve a break. I can tell you work hard. Why don't you just let me take care of it? I'll take the tools and go fix it.
He pushes a button on the panel in his car and smiles at you. That'll be fine, sir. I'll take care of it.
All right. Well, you have fun with that. I'm
Yes,
gonna
sir.
leave the. Just gonna go leave.
No
All right.
problem. Shows him going over and looking at the lamp in the bush. He pulls it out, glares back. Be seeing you, he says.
I hate this town. Um. All right. So clearly they have some sort of device monitoring system. So that's something. Um. I still have my torch, so I want to go explore the caves. See what's in there.
You head down to the caves as they get to work repairing your stuff. And one of the caves, you find it looks like a distillery and a guy who sells alcohol. And he says, hello, number 6. Drink?
No, I'm alright.
It's like a little hidden bar basically in here.
How deep do the caves go?
This one goes pretty decent amount. This is the first cave that you've gone into.
Okay. Hello. Any business today, or am I
Some,
the first person?
you know how it is, he says.
Hmm. What kind of alcohol do you have?
Homemade, he says. Hey, let me pour you a cup.
Oh,
I'll join you. He
homemade.
pours 2 cups. Hands you
Huh.
one.
I'd sniff it because it's smaller alcohol.
Oh yeah, he's sipping on his. Smooth, he says.
Hmm, interesting. Well, who made
Bottoms up,
today?
number 6.
I'll take a small sip. But
All
yeah,
right. Well, you could bottoms up the whole thing if you wanted and not get
nah,
drunk. All right, you take
nah,
a
I'm good.
small
I'm
sip.
good.
You're not really, after hanging out with as many alcoholics as you have lately, it's probably good that you don't drink. You're thinking
I don't anyway, so yeah. Uh,
it tastes
so,
like it's trying to scour your throat with a Brillo pad on the way down.
so homemade. What? From what? Potatoes, grapes. What?
Ah, no, some of the vegetables I found growing wild near here.
Ah, I see.
Hmm.
So you don't have any of the good stuff from overseas?
No.
Why not, man? That you're missing out. It's some really, really good shit. I can get you
Well,
to.
they don't mind if I make a little bit down here and keeps me busy and such.
How long have
Plus,
you been?
hmm?
Oh, yeah,
Well, plus that way, I am not punished.
punished for not making alcohol.
No, no, for doing too much. If I do a little alcohol and have a few people come in and get a drink or two, maybe they see it as helpful. Maybe they think the alcohol is going to help break people down. I don't know.